It is a miracle that curiosity survives formal education. A man should look for what is, and not for what he thinks should be. Knowledge is dead. The school, however, serves the living. Never memorize something that you can look up. Education is not received, it is achieved. There comes a time when the mind takes a higher plane of knowledge, but can never prove how it got there. The only thing that interferes with my learning is my education. Intellectual growth should commence at birth and cease only at death. The value of a college education is not the learning of many facts, but the training of the mind to think. Do not worry about your difficulties in mathematics. I can assure you mine are still greater. It is our American habit, if we find the foundations of our educational structure unsatisfactory, to add another story or wing. Wisdom is not a product of schooling, but of the lifelong attempt to acquire it. It is a very grave mistake to think that the enjoyment of seeing and searching can be promoted by means of coercion and a sense of duty. The most important method of education always has consisted of that in which the pupil was urged to actual performance. I know quite certainly that I myself have no special talent. Curiosity, obsession, and dogged endurance, combined with self-criticism, have brought me to my ideas. We must begin to inculcate our children against militarism by educating them in the spirit of pacifism. Our school books glorify war and conceal its horror. I would teach peace rather than war. By academic freedom I understand the right to search for truth and to publish and teach what one holds to be true. Knowledge of what is does not open the door directly to what should be. If someone feels that he has never made a mistake in his life, it only means that he has never tried anything new in his life. Schools need not preach political doctrine to defend democracy. If they shape men capable of critical thought and trained in social attitudes, that is all that is necessary. I do not much believe in education. Each person ought to be his or her own model, however frightful that may be. All that's different about me is that I still ask the questions most people stopped asking at age 5. This crippling of individuals I consider the worst evil of capitalism. Our whole educational system suffers from this evil. An exaggerated competitive attitude is inculcated into the student, who is trained to worship acquisitive success as a preparation for his future career. The sole function of education is to open the way to thinking and knowing, and the school, as the outstanding organ for the people's education, must serve that end exclusively. To me, the worst thing seems to be a school principally to work with methods of fear, force, and artificial authority. Combinatory play seems to be the essential feature in productive thought.